Hello guys, this is the second devlog. So, in the past week, I've had a lot of progress on the game. I can even say that uh, the structure for the biggest part of the gameplay, the visual novel part, is pretty much done. I made it modular so that I can just I don't know, add a new scene. The structure for the biggest part of the gameplay, the visual novel part, is pretty much done. I made it modular so that I can just, I don't know, add a new scene with just a quick Control C, Control V. So, in my case, Command C, Command V, because, yeah, Mac, but whatever. So yeah. I've decided to actually replicate the prologue. Well, that's not a prologue, but, the first scene where Anna appears and tells you stuff. And this was not the easiest part because, well, she has some effects like glitching. There is a TV thing going on, so yeah, I decided to just make the game from the beginning to the end, like making all the features into reality as I face them. So now I'm working on Jill's graphics. Yeah, also I decided to make all the graphics myself since well, the artist that I wanted to work with, well, he kind of doesn't have the ability to help me at the time, so I'm on my own. But honestly, that's not beyond my expertise. I'm using this app, sprite, on macOS, and it's very useful. It's doing pretty much everything I want. So yeah, pixel art. In my case, I'm not like making anything from the ground up, so it's not that difficult. All I need to do is scale the regional graphics, scale them down 2 times. So yeah, that's not that hard, and you can see the result on your screen right now. It looks kind of awesome. Also, I made sound effects. They are incredibly easy to implement in Butano. It's like just, yeah, a single line. You don't even need to include it in the project. Like, all you need to do is put the file in the correct folder, but that's it. A single command just makes the sound play. And so now there is sound. One thing that I've decided to change due to some I don't know, actually it's more of my own skill issue, but you know how in visual novels, if you click a certain button until the entire text has stopped displaying, the entire text just pops up. Well, in my case, I've gone for something a little bit more retro. Instead, once you press A, well, I don't know if it's gonna be A, but for now it's A. Until the text stops appearing, speed will increase dramatically. So it will be a quick draw instead of the entire thing appearing. And well, that's a bit more retro. It would have been even more retro if I were to make it hold to accelerate. So I might make it like this or make a setting for that, but at the time it kind of works like this, and I actually like it. That's more retro. The entire text, if it's been drawn all in the same time, it would still look a bit like that, because I don't know if it's Butano or just the GBA, but yeah, 3 lines each of which is like 40 plus characters. That's a lot to display. So it takes a little bit more time than just immediate pop-up. So yeah, that's for the features that I've implemented, I think. Basically, I can make the entire visual novel pod like this, but I still have a few challenges. So I haven't touched anything outside of the visual novel part. So no drink mixing, no home screen, no augmented reality, the NGU, all of that stuff. And actually, the biggest problem for me is probably Dictionary and all of the resources in a smartphone, because the way they are made in the original game are just huge backgrounds that are being scrolled, which can be done in the same manner on the GBA, and that would make sense. What I'm liking so far is how I can actually see that the original devs actually faced the same challenges that I did. So they pretty much made the same workarounds that I would, which is pretty funny if you think about it. But yeah, it helps a lot. But obviously I can't just scale down text 2 times, because it would look terrible and just not work. So I'll have to make my own backgrounds. That it's not hard to just make it, but that's a lot of storage, right? Since it's all bitmap files, it might take way too much. So I believe the biggest size of for the GBA game is like 32 megabytes, and its RAM is only RAM I think is 96 kilobytes, or either 96 or 32. There's not a lot of memory, and it might not be enough, but I think I will cram all of this somehow. So, some of the other challenges are, of course, related to music. And that's pretty bad. The thing is, I can't just take the original CDs that I have and just put them on there. Even if I apply the correct compression. Well, not compression, just encode it as an 8-bit 22 kilohertz PCM wave file. Well, again, it would just be too much for this thing. There are 2 CDs worth of music in the original game, I think. 2 CDs. So yeah, it's just too much. I can't have that. Well, that and GBA can play digital audio for too long, and you know the tracks are 2, 3, maybe sometimes 4 minutes long. Some I believe are 5 minutes long, but yeah, of course I cannot compromise such a thing as sound by making, I don't know, loops or something. No, music is gonna stay. That's like, yeah, it's just something that needs to be done because it's a huge part of the game. And I love music, so yeah, and I love the soundtrack from the Valhalla. That's why I have the CDs. I still need uh, a musician that knows how to work in a tracker to rewrite the original tracks, or maybe to somehow import it, you know, convert it. Maybe if there is a way to convert it, just like I'm doing it with compressing the original sprites for the GBA screen size. Maybe there is a way to kind of automatically make tracker files from Wave that I don't know of, but that is the only way I can actually do it by myself. And yeah, if I can make it by myself, well, I'll have to have someone do it for me because that is important. So yeah, if anyone can help me with the sound, with anything basically, because there's a lot of work to be done. The rest of the work is not that difficult for me. It's just tedious. It's long. It'll take me months to finish. But on the other hand, well, that's the whole thing. Yeah, you can't just make a code in like a month, especially if it's like a demake, because yeah, it's more of a demake. So yeah, if anyone is interested, if anyone wants to help me, I have contact info. We can discuss it. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. I think of a way for me to release my builds. Maybe if you're interested, want to run it, see how it works. But I still don't have any idea of where I should post it. You know. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment. That would definitely help. All right, I'm out.